Yeah, okay. Welcome back to Lecture on Samadhi. Now, hopefully you have had a nice Sunday and have a good rest. Now, as always, I will do the prayer on behalf of us. Let's sit upright, place our palms together, and concentrate on the prayer below. We take refuge with our Kathmandu Bani. We take refuge with Shakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge with all the triple jewel of the 10 directions and the 3 periods of time, a verse full of near future. The surpassed, profound, and wonderful Dharma in hundreds of millions of years is difficult to encounter. When not seen, hear it, receive and behold it, and without to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning, and without to practice the Tathagata's true way, and without to attain the Tathagata's true state. Without, we can spontaneously express the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's ability and Buddha's state through our actions, speech, and thoughts. We also vow that all living beings can enter into the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's ability and Buddha's state owing to us. So that's the prayer, and yeah, it seems that there is a long time without recitation. Yeah, because during the last 2 days, we just learned something about the dialogues between two noble gentlemen. Okay, now let's go ahead with our recitation with Samadhi. Our today is a review date to recite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences together. Okay, firstly read it through and then sentence by sentence to recite and then link them together. This is the progress of today's lecture. Now let's get back to the video and to check it out.
You see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing. Dimensionality who rubbed fruit. Group that we coming off. Metatron is mentioned in various Metatron. Experience of life is not contingent on changing phenomena. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton. The Tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the Word of God or the Logos. Here we see a two-dimensional representation of the figure, but if you look a certain way, you see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing. Dimensionality, or one's perspective, is simply dimensionality, or one's perspective, seeing.
Okay, here it is, the whole paragraph, and time for us to read it through first. So Alice, would you like to lead us to read it through 7 sentences together?
Yes, yeah. Good morning, Enid.
Good morning. Yeah, today is the date of review, okay, to recite the whole paragraph. Okay, read it through, please.
An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian letter Thoth, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emulation of physical reality, which has been called the word of God, or the Logos. Here we see a two-dimensional representation of the figure. But if you look a certain way, you see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alice. You can remember every word, especially the specific names. Okay, congrats. Now is your time, Elva. So would you like to try to read them through?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian letter Thoth, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template of primordial emulation of physical reality, which has been called the word of God, or the Logos. Here we see a two-dimensional representation of the figure. But if you look a certain way, you see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing.
Whoa, yeah, the first sentence, please. Okay. So what are they talking about? The first sentence is the main idea. So would you like to read it? Hi, Elva.
Yes. An analogy can be made with the Metatron's cube.
Yes, perfect. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, just prepare well to recite then. Okay, recite later. Thank you so much for your excellent reading. Hello, good morning, Aline. Welcome back to the lecture.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, would you like to read? Yeah, good morning. Would you like to read the whole paragraph through?
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian letter Thoth, as well as her mass Trismegistus agrees. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the bird of God or the logos. Here we see a two-dimensional representation of the figure, but if you look a certain way, you see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing.
Exactly. Okay. This world, so can you see? Well, my Moses. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah. See it in time. Intimately.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
because this world need us to pay more attention. The stress is on the first syllable. Yeah, intimately. Okay, thank you so much.
Intimately. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Now it's your time, gentlemen. Joy.
Okay, yes. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian net source, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the words of God or the logos. Here we see a two-dimensional representation of the figure, but if you look a certain way, you see a 3D cube. When you see the cube, nothing has changed in the figure, but your mind has added a new dimension to your seeing.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, Joy. Enjoyable. Your reading is really fantastic. Now let's go ahead with sentence by sentence. Okay, now let's get back to the first one.
An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. An analogy. So here, analogy 跟 an 连在一起，它这个是不是读 analogy， 才读 analogy， 就是有 an 的意思在，就是这个发音在那里。我们再听一下。
Analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Analogy can be phenomena. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Yeah, we can check it out. An strong form. Okay. The strong form is an analogy. Why did it start with the strong form? Because it is at the first beginning of the sentence. 就是有的时候在这个一个句子的开头的时候，它会有这种现象，会把这个冠词、定冠词或者一些不是实义的词，它也会这种读，我可以理解一下他们就是因为在句首的原因。So analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Okay, so we will recite directly. Alice, would you like to try first?
Okay, reciting it to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Yes, Metatron's cube. Yeah, can be made with Metatron's cube. Okay, your time, Elva.
Yes, thank you. An analogy, yes, an analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Exactly. Okay, Joy, please.
An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Exactly. Okay, an analogy. Perfect. Okay, Ali, your time, please.
Okay. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Yeah, thank you.
Your voice is so beautiful and mild. Yeah, just like a feel. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you
so much. Now it's your time. Jing, would you like to read this sentence and recite it later?
OK， 能听见吗？今天能听见吗？
Yes, yes. Very
OK
good. Sound effect is very good.
好。An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Okay, recite it, please.
An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you so much. I will do it. An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Okay. Now let's go ahead with the second sentence. Focus on it.
An analogy can be made with Metatron's cube. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece.
Everybody read twice, okay, and then recite it. Alice as well, you first, okay?
Okay. Metatron, yeah, okay. Yes, Metatron is mentioned in various Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus, of Greece. Trismegistus of Greece.
I think you are reciting, right? Read it from memory?
Yeah.
Okay, you can read twice and then recite it. No worries. Yeah, I think you have one time to read and then repeat the recitation, okay? Just try it again. Because and the last name, yeah, there is a bit different, and there is another word. Very ancient Christian. Ancient should be added. So yeah, read it through and then recite it again, please.
Okay. Yes, Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece.
Exactly. Okay, recite it, please.
Okay. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Egyptian. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as the Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, congrats, you achieve it. Okay, thank you so much. 好，那这里我要说一下这些中文吧。中文 Christian 就是指基督教 Islamic 我们从这个发音当中也知道是伊斯兰教。Jewish 就是指这个犹太教 犹太教 texts 是这个经文。所以说当我们要说是在佛教的这个经文当中能找到一些东西，那我们也可以说是 Buddhist texts， 就是 it has been said in Buddhist texts， 它的意思在这个佛经当中有提到什么东西，就是这样的 Buddhist texts， 这个很好用。不是所有的东西都需要用 sutras， 因为其他的宗教不一定是用 sutra 这个词，用经典这个词来说，但是 texts 是可以的，就是文本的意思，就是用文本记载的这些东西。So yeah, this is very authentic way to express， 就是这是非常地道的一个表达。Christian texts, Islamic texts, Jewish texts, and also Buddhist texts. Okay, the second one is Hermes Trismegistus. Trismegistus 重音在第一个上面 Trismegistus 就是要快一点，气在第一个上面，后面就直接的以平调溜走就好。Trismegistus 这里需要提的就是 Hermes， 我一直读 Hermes， 因为它就是我们这奢侈品牌的名字，爱马仕的名字，给大家了解一下就好。Hermes， sorry, once again, Hermes, 爱马仕 Hermes. So that's it. Now time for you. Let me check. Aline, you're the second one, okay? Read and recite.
Okay. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian letter thoughts,
Yes, perfect.
As well as Hermes 是
一个名字。
Hermes Trismegistus agrees.
Perfect. Okay, once again to read it again, then recite it.
Yeah, thank you. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian letter source, as well as Hermes Trismegistus agrees.
Yes, perfect. Recite it, please.
Okay. Metatron is mentioned in various Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the
古埃及的
埃及是Egyptian letter source, as well as Hermes Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Trismegistus of Greece.
Yeah, Trismegistus of Greece. Yeah, I think so.
Trismegistus
of Greece. And Trismegistus of Greece. Yes, perfect. Thank you. No worries. Yeah, the name is really hard for us to follow it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your attention, for your trial. Yeah, Aline. Now, next one is Elva. Are you ready to read and recite it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian later source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Now, let's say it.
Okay.
Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian later source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece.
Wow, confidently. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Okay, it's your time. Let me check. Joy, are you ready to recite it?
Okay.
Read and recite.
Metatron.
Okay.
Okay. Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian net source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Now, let me recite it.
Yes.
Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian net source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece.
Oh, yes, perfect. Archetypically, I think it's key, right? Let's check it together, okay?
Archetypal.
Yeah, archetypally. Yeah, archetypal. Yes, you're right.
Archetypal.
C-H-E, E, a later E, just like E, archetypically. No problem. Yes, thank you so much, Grace. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joy. Your pronunciation is really, really authentic. Thank you. Now it's your time. Yeah. Jing, would you like to read and try to recite it? The second sentence. Jing. Maybe something wrong with your mic? I can see you get a mic, but there is no response from you. I can hear nothing from you. Okay, I will do it on behalf of you, okay. Metatron is mentioned in various Asian, Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypically related to the Egyptian later source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Okay, I recited. Metatron is mentioned in various Asian, Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypically related to the Egyptian later source, as well as Hermes, Trismegistus of Greece. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go ahead with the third sentence. Listen to it carefully, not so long.
Metatron is mentioned in various ancient Christian, Islamic, and Jewish texts, and is archetypally related to the Egyptian Neter Thoth, as well as Hermes Trismegistus of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton. The Tetragrammaton is the fundamental
out of control just now.
Of Greece. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton.
Yeah, read and recite Alice first, please.
Okay. Metatron is intimately connected with the Tetragrammaton.
Yeah.
Metatron
Recite it,
is
please.
intimately connected with tetragrammaton.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Yes, thank you so much. Now it's your time, Aline.
Okay. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. I'll recite it.
Yep.
Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. Elva, you please.
Yes, thank you. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton.
Perfect. Okay. Now let's go ahead with Joyce. Okay, Joy, you first.
Okay. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton.
Perfect.
Metatron,
you recite it?
Okay, recite it.
Okay.
Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, I really enjoy your pronunciation, intonation. Yeah, good, really good. Okay, and the next one is yes, Jean, are you ready? The third sentence. Maybe she's still not available. Okay, sorry, Jim. I will do it. Okay, Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. Okay, I already said it. Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. Okay, now let's go ahead. So Aline, you recited, right? I forgot, sorry.
Yeah. I
okay, go
recite
ahead.
it already.
Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead with the third sentence, with the first sentence.
Metatron is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, a matter of becoming Islamic and Jewish texts, and is intimately connected with the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the Word of God or the Logos. The tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the Word of God or the Logos.
Yes, yeah, we have learned something. We've learned something about the tetragrammaton. Tetragrammaton, yes, and from the cubic pattern of water， 就是我们在以前我们甚至是班里就布施我们的一些图形当中，我们看到了水结晶，它就有一个 tetragrammaton。这里的 tetragrammaton 是指这一个图形，是指它是一个什么立方体吧，还是长方体 ？I forgot. So Elva, did you remember here what does tetragrammaton mean? 好，那现在这个就是让我想起来了，之前就是班里让我们看的那个水结晶里面的，就是说我们越是用我们的心灵，越用善意的这些语言和善意的这种频率去招感出来的这个水结晶实验的这个图，就是越接近 God, yeah. The word of God, a lotus, a logos, or the logos， 就是更接近上帝的这些非常微妙、非常完满的这个图形，这就是在讲这个问题。Tetragrammaton， 到时候我们再确认一下。我记得这个有中文的翻译，到时候我们再看看它是怎么翻译的，就认为是一个图形，一个基本的图形。Okay, so tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern。Geometric pattern 是几何图形。OK，the template 就是这样的一个图形，或者是这样的一个 template。我们知道，当然 the template 那个 template 是指这个模型。 一般的像 Excel 表格啊，或者是 PPT 啊，或者是一些东西，都是有一些 template， 就别人做好了的模板。primordial emanation， primordial emanation 就是这个最初的起源 of physical reality。 Physical it means yes physics, yes something about physics， 就物理的 reality， 这个是物理的世界， reality 也有世界事实的意思，就是物理世界最初起源，也就是相当于物质的最初的起源，就是这个很神秘 ，which has been called the word of God or the logos， 是来自于上帝的语言，或者是来自于上帝的图腾，非常神圣的这些东西。All right, yeah, let's listen to it again and then ask Alice to lead us. Okay.
The Tetragrammaton is the fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the Word of God or the Logos.
Yeah, Alice, your show time now. Okay.
Okay, yeah. The Tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern, a template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which has been called the Word of God or the Logos.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible for you to recite it?
Okay, yeah, I try my best. Yeah.
Yeah, just try your best. Okay.
The Tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of the physical reality, which has been called the Word of the God or Logos.
Wow, you did it. You made it. Yeah, congrats. Congrats, Alice. Good memory. Now it's your time. Aline, would you like to read and recite it?
Yeah, okay, thank you. The Tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern, the template of God of the Logos. I'll try to recite it.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
The Tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, please.
Yeah. The Tetragrammaton is a fundamental geometric pattern, the template or primordial emanation of physical reality, which is called the Word of God or the Lotus, or the Logos. Sorry.
You love Lotus so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And please pay attention to the templates. Yeah. The stress is on the first syllable, template. Template. So I think time is almost run out and catch up tomorrow. Okay, we will continue tomorrow and then something new. Okay, and we'll ask tomorrow. Ask Joy and Elva and blah blah to continue tomorrow from this sentence. So that's all. Thank you so much for being with me. Okay, have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness to teaching.
Yeah, it's my honor. It has been my honor. Okay.